so today I'm gonna be telling you how I got my deposit after I left my apartment. So I moved into this apartment and I lived there for a year and few months. So I wanted to leave because there was so many drama coming on, and then I also needed my own space. Yeah, and so I wanted to get into my own house as well. So this people told me that at the end of my tenancy, if the apartment remains the way I moved in last without me damaging anything, I'm gonna get a full refund of my deposit. And my deposit was actually £700. So I was living in this house like I was working on eggshell. And normally I'm not even a careless person, so I made sure the house was in order. I made sure I didn't damage anything. And then when I was leaving the house, you'd be like, oh my god, did someone actually live here? So I got a message from Deposit Protection Service that my deposit was actually protected. So guys, this is for you to make sure that when you move into an apartment, make sure that your deposit is protected. Yeah, so in case of anything, you're able to file a chargeback or something. So my deposit was protected, and then I got a message by the end of the year that my deposit was going to be expired. And I reached out to this agent. I was like, I got this message from DPS. What's up? What's gonna happen? What's the way forward? She said, don't worry, I'm going to start another deposit, whatever for you. I was like, okay, no problem. The only mistake I made was that I didn't view my deposits on the app. So guys, you can actually view your deposits. Just go into deposit protection service, and then you can actually view your deposit, just to be very sure that it's protected. So I stayed though, and then there's this particular tenant. She was becoming so troublesome, and you know how it is in this country, like you don't have to quarrel with people and all of that. So because of my sanity, I was just like, you know what, I'm too big for this, for all this drama, all this shit going on. I just need to find my space. So I left, and then I gave these guys a month notice that I was leaving. And then when I left, they sent me a message that they're gonna check the house, and after 5 days, if everything is in order, I'm gonna get my full deposit. And guys, you know that I think these guys, I don't know, because immediately I packed out, like the next day, 2 days, someone else moved into the house. So I don't know how they showed someone my room. I don't know. They didn't tell me anything. I don't know if they did it virtual, but that's not the topic of today. So someone else moved in. So I had waited patiently. After 5 days, I didn't get a message. I waited. I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe 5 days is too short. I waited for this guy's 1 week, 2 weeks. I didn't get any message. I was like, ooh, what's going on? So I reached out. I sent a message. I was like, you guys told me 5 days, and if everything is in order, I'm gonna get my deposit. So what's going on? You've checked the house is in order. I didn't damage anything. Someone else has actually moved into the house. So what's going on? Where is my money? Because £700 is a lot of money. And then she's like, oh yeah, okay, I sent it to the accountant. I'm waiting for the whatever. You're gonna get the money today. So the story kept on going on and on. She would tell me, I'll get the money today, I'll get the money tomorrow, I'll get the money. I was like, what is actually going on? And then the next time she now said, oh, your deposit is being processed. I was like, well, I thought you told me I was gonna get it today, so how come it is now being processed? So I waited 3 weeks, man. I've not gotten, and I was going broke because it's not easy moving into a new home. I was going broke. I was like, how will I have £700 lying somewhere and I'm broke? What is the meaning of all of this? And you guys know how hard it is in this country to make money. I was like, no way. So I actually waited after the bank holidays and all of that. I sent a mail before bank holiday, but I didn't get a response. I was like, okay, maybe it's bank holiday. And then after bank holiday, so what happened? I went to DPS to view. That was even what scattered my head. When I viewed, I saw that I didn't have an account. They said my deposit has expired like 4 months ago. I was like, what is going on? But this lady told me that she started another one. So I was like, let me just chill. After bank holiday, I'm gonna call these guys to know what's going on. So after bank holiday, I called DPS first of all to ask them that I just wanted to check my deposit just to be sure that my deposit is protected. And then the lady went on with me, asked me my name, asked me the postcode, asked me the address. I gave her all of that, and then she checked and said, oh, I'm sorry ma'am, but your deposit is not protected, your deposit expired. So I was like, oh. And I was like, what's going on? Because this lady actually told me that she started another one. So she was like, okay, just give me your name. Let me search to see if there's a second, maybe second form filled out for you. And then she put me on hold and searched, and she said, I'm so sorry, I can't find nothing. And I explained to her that, see, I moved out from my apartment like 3 weeks ago, and then this is what's going on. She's not like, oh, she's so sorry about that. That I can still file a complaint like after 90 days from when the deposit expired and all of that. So she was not like I should reach out to the agent, and then whatever they say I should come back to them and I could actually file a charge back. What I just have to do is to provide details of the bank receipts that I actually paid the deposit and then other things, and then they're gonna send it over to the agents and then get a refund from them, and then we're gonna go on, I don't know who she said she's gonna send it to, for 28 days, and then we're gonna do all of that. And then finally, after, if everything comes out very successful, I'm gonna get my money in 7 working days. I was like, oh, this is so much, but instead of losing the money, I'm ready to go through this. So after that, I reached out to the agent and I was really fuming, and then I was trying to call her. She wasn't taking my calls. I sent her a WhatsApp message, and then I called her again, and then she picked, because I was like, I'm gonna drain her battery, and she actually picked up. So I was telling her what's going on. This is 3 weeks, I'm heading to 1 month, and you told me 5 days. There's no issue, someone else has moved in, so why can't I get my deposit? This is my money. This is my money. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't know what's going on. I've sent your account to so person, and I'm waiting for them. I said, so I was like, I don't understand what's going on, but please, I need my money, because I never owed you guys. I was always paying on time. I never damaged anything. I was not a troublesome tenant. So please, can you just give me my money? And then she told me it was this person, and I should just patient. So when she told me the person, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna chat her up. And then I chatted that lady up. And mind you, we've had a conversation before when this lady was troubling the house, and she said I should call the police, which I didn't do. So do you know what this lady said? Well, I sent her a message, and she was like, sorry, who is this? Because I don't know you. I've asked. I was like, oh my god, this is so rude, but I'm not gonna let this get to me. And then I told her my name and I introduced myself, and I was like, now I've introduced myself, please can I know when I'm getting my deposit? Because I've reached out to DPS and they said I should contact you and then afterwards come back to them. So she's not like, oh, now I know, sorry, I'm gonna reach back to the lady and then I'm gonna check DPS authorization. I was like, please, I don't know what you're doing, but you just have to do it first, and I need my money back, thank you so much. She's like, she's gonna get back to me before the end of the day. And then before you know what, I slept, and when I woke up, my money was paid into my account. So guys, why were they taking it that long? If I hadn't reached out to DPS, maybe that's what they would have been doing, and then at the end of the day they'll tell me one story or the other. You really need to shine your eyes in this country before people use your head to drink Gary. So that's what I'm just here to tell you guys today. So I'm so happy that I got back my money. At least I've used it to solve some of the issues bothering me. Thank you so much, guys, and I'm sorry for ranting.